Next to Jesus Christ, family is the greatest in the world. When you have a family that love you and care for you and help take care of you, oh, it's awesome. I love my family, and I praise God for it.
Everything to me. Next to God, for me, is family. Family is like a lifeline. It's a support of loving and caring for one another, being there for each other, knowing that you have someone to go to.
Really and truly, family means everything to me because I believe it's a family that God gave me. And now that I've grown, I appreciate the thought of having a family that only God could give, and we could get along so well together.
A family mean everything to me. We were brought up close to each other, and we had a master teacher, that was Mom. And she taught us to love one another, and if anything that we could do to help each other, we were supposed to do that. It's the closeness, the love, and that we have, for one another. And we're not jealous of each other, and we don't try to outdo each other. If somebody gets up, we rejoice with them.
Family means to me getting together, friendship, and not doing anything on I got some toys.
They're always there when they need your help, and they're always kind to you.
Family means that we got a group of people that always have our back, no matter what.
I think family's just always there. Having good friends is one thing, but having family that'll always show up, that'll always be there for you, that'll always care. It's just really important to have people that, are there no matter what. I think that's just, I don't know. That's something I know a lot of families might not always have, and I know we've always had that. So just the ability to say, this is my family, they're gonna be there for me, regardless how much time has passed. And I don't know, that just means a lot.
It means you're safe. It means we got this. It means I got your back. It means I love you. And unconditionally. No strings attached, through thick and thin. The odds are against us. We ride it, done. But no, it's really cool that this is my life. This is someone wishing up. This is how our family operates, which is super special.
Because all our cousins are there. Because we eat carrots. What?
All right.
Because we get to see our cousins.
Because it helps you stay connected to your generation and to your family. When you have family reunion, therefore you get to meet each other. You get to meet the cousins and the first cousin and the second cousin. And if you're not having those family reunion, then some of the family members don't really know each other.
Nowadays, they travel more than we did. So it's just nice to know who your family is, so you won't hook up with the wrong the handsome young men, the beautiful young ladies, intelligent. And see, if you don't know who your family is, you might get hooked up with the wrong person. So that's why I think it's very important to know who your family is.
I think that's the best answer.
I don't know, I think just to reconnect, I think that's always important. It's really easy to come to family reunions and just love that it was fun and a lot of good happened, but I don't know if it's just because it's my parents this time, but being able to support the people who made the event happen and had to put, just all the background stuff that people don't think about when you just show up to stuff. So I don't know, I think this family reunion is special for that reason, because it's just a good opportunity to back up the people that made it happen and support that.
The family reunion is important because that's the time we get to spend time with family and friends who we normally don't get to see throughout the year, and to just keep the legacy alive.
An opportunity for connection. And we got to be really careful because, Auntie Ann, as technology advances, sometimes we don't need to advance with it. Sometimes we need to make sure that we get face to face. We don't need to have family reunion Zoom calls or emails. I love that every 2 years we come together and talk to each other. Because I've had friends, and I took it for granted when I was younger, and say, man, I don't talk to my uncle. I don't see my nephew or my cousin. And I'm like, why not? Not realizing that this isn't the norm. This is definitely something that we have to keep going, because it definitely bonds us as a family.
When you think about it, it brings all the players together. So it started from our dad and it went on down the line. So to be in the player family is like having a closer walk with the Lord. A closer walk with the Lord, because there's joy, there's peace and happiness. And yes, we have our ups and downs, but the downs bring us closer together.
In 1990, when Mama and Daddy was still alive, we was eating Thanksgiving dinner. Why is it that all these years we come together and we don't have a family reunion? And Mama and Daddy spoke up at the same time, say, well, you started. So in 1990, I asked about the family reunion. In 1991 was our first family reunion. It's been over 30-some years that we've been having our family reunion. I remember when our son Glenn had an accident. 18-wheeler hit him, and it was terrible. I called the family. I called one family member from California to Chicago to Indiana, Texas, all over. They began to pray for Glenn. Glenn was in a coma for 3 days, but God heard the prayers of the righteous, which availeth much. My family has always been there for me in good time and bad time, and this family reunion is a very good time.
One time that really stands out, my brother and I was in foreclosure with our house, and we had like 3 days to get this money together, and we didn't know what to do and how we're going to do it. But I called a family meeting, and my family, my sisters, my brothers, my mom and my dad and nieces and nephews, and raised $10,288 to save our house. I'll be forever grateful to my family for that. Without them, we wouldn't have our house today.
Sticking together in our prayer meetings and the player Bible study has been empowering, and particularly in the time where I've lost my mom, and having family come from afar to show the solid love and support that was needed most in the time of despair.
I started a business. I was scared. I don't have a marketing degree, didn't do sales, none of that. And my parents, amongst many other things, paid for my first month's rent. So when I look at my business, I think about that being a starting point. I can remember going to Chi-Town when I had the G League tryouts, and I stayed at literally everybody's house, and everybody got me to and from the gym together. Where the real blessing is the fact that I know I can count on my family to do whatever needs to be done, and they'll get it done for me. And that security allows me to really advance, because I know I have help guide me and that wants me to succeed. And I love my family for that.
I don't know. I think I'm always surprised at how willing our family is to help. Like, no strings attached, no questions asked for the most part. And it's just like, when I think of like Auntie Ann, like she's always a phone call away. My godmother, same way. Even the twins just pop up places. You need furniture moved, somebody's there. It's easy to take that for granted in our family, how easy help comes. I just appreciate our family for that reason too. Helping each other out is kind of built into our DNA. So,
well, I ain't gonna tell all of my business. When we were in the process of selling our home, and I think it took us about 13 years to sell it, and I was down to rock bottom, but my family was there. Somebody would call me and say, hang in there, don't give up. They are, as a matter of fact, they always, been there for me. Anything that I ask my family to do, they do it for me, not expecting nothing in return. I know when I was getting I got on the phone, started calling. Everybody I called, all right. So got time for me to go get my choppers. Had all my money plus some more.
Hey, God has laid his hands on me. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for my family. I just praise God and just give him all the praise. Just to be able to have a family that truly loves the Lord.